WWE has completely messed up on Jade Cargill with this booking choice. Jade Cargill is leaving Bazin. Therefore I'm going to tell you exactly what that booking choice is in this video. With Bianca Belair leading them to a second consecutive title as Women's Tag Team Champions, Berlin became the new Tag Team Champions. They are in their second reign, which is ironic considering that they defeated Alba Fire and Isodon at Bastion. Berlin, the same team that defeated them when they were first crowned champions earlier this year. The Jade Cargill and Bobby Belair have proven to be a successful combination for WWE, but they just can't seem to get out of their own way, and I'm tired of it. They had a notable reign as Women's Tag Team Champions, but WWE decided to go with another reign as Women's Side Team Champions instead of doing something that everyone wants to see. I just don't understand it. Now we have to suffer through yet another reign as Tag Team Champions, and since what is like a meaningless title run for them. Regardless of what you think of Jade Cargill, whether she's overrated or underrated, WWE simply sees her as a big star. Bianca Belair, after seeing what she did as a heel in Jade Cargill, she continues to get better in the ring with her in-ring skill set and her promos. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill have expressed their desire to compete in a singles match together because they believe it will be a major contest that many have been waiting to watch. I've been wanting to see this match, but I don't get why WWE isn't wanting to really perform it. There was a misunderstanding on the 101st booking for WWE and Paul Triple H LC because of Bastion Berlin. I'm not sure if Triple H was so preoccupied with his daughter attending college that he overlooked the chance to help her settle in and be present at that particular moment. But whatever. Let's set the scene. Berlin's Bazin, they challenge Alba Fire and Isodon for the Women's Tag Team Championships. It was supposed to be a good match, but we knew that Jack CG Band Baylor they probably weren't going to win. What happened? Even Vegas thought they were going to win. But we put the titles back on Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. So how are we going to screw them? Well, they're screwing Jade Cargill, they're screwing Bianca Belair, and they're screwing the fans out of watching the singles match between Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. They've talked about wanting to do the match. They think it's a big match, and you had the opportunity. It was a layup, but Bianca Belair takes the fall and loses the match for her team. Following the game, Jade Cargill expressed her belief that Bianca caused them to lose the championship. She pivots and demolishes. That's how it's done. Bianca Belair. Then, on October 5th, Bad Blood, you have them work a singles match. If you want to push it a bit further, you want to write Belair off of television, you can do that in November at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. You have Survivor Series in November. There are a lot of ways to get to this. Cargill, I just can't get my mind around it. When money is on the table, why don't you pick up pennies from the floor? Bianca Belair and her partner had a very basic and straightforward chance that they chose not to take advantage of. Take the cash that's on the table. Accept the cash. Accept the cash. Take the money, and WWE said, no, we're not going to do that. Perhaps this is because I'm trying to figure out the reasoning behind this booking decision. It keeps coming back to me. What are we doing? Maybe they're saving it for WrestleMania, but there are other ways to get around that. For example, you could still have them be an alliance as baby faces and go into separate feuds. Then you could have Jade as Bianca or Jade Attacker, or whatever you choose. In any case, you wouldn't have to place the championships on them. Given the opportunity to run as a heel and take the ball, Jade Cargill has demonstrated her ability to do so by her longevity and performance as a top heel in AEW. For years, Bianca Belair has been a well-liked babyface in the WWE. She has a role that she knows well and is great at, and that role has helped her succeed there along with hard work and creativity. But even though this feud has the potential to be epic, they just don't do it. And I don't understand why there were so many misses in this show. As I've discussed in my results and 3 terrible booking decisions videos, you should check that out again, in my opinion. But first, what are we doing? Paradoxically, When a reporter questioned Dill about AEW during the post-event press conference, Dill responded, "Look, I'm tired. I'm sick of responding to inquiries over AEW, and you can't really hold the girl responsible." She claimed that she was simply sick of responding to inquiries regarding AEW. She was there, and while she is in the WWE, she is appreciative of what she had there and how they gave her her professional wrestling debut. She is entirely focused on her work in WWE, and I agree with her. Why are we posing queries regarding AEW? The female has genuinely opened every time she discusses this. I make a video because we learn a little bit more, but in the most recent one, which I made a few months ago, she was completely transparent. I mean, she went as in-depth as a person can, and it's not even like it's an in-depth question, right? Like Jade Cargill, she got her start in they gave her a lot of success, they gave her her name, she found popularity because of it, she then decided she is in an older position in which a lot of people are not. She understands that women's wrestling is different, in which is not like the men where you can go out there and you can wrestle into your 50s or 60s. She understands that she's got a window and it closes around 40, and she didn't want to be in a spot where with a time frame like that in a company in which was still growing, she wanted to be on the biggest stage possible to get the most exposure possible, and she also has Hollywood aspirations, so she's answered all these questions. So for the love of God, stop asking this woman why she left or how she felt about her run or what she thinks of Tony Khan or their booking or their creative or their anything related to this woman has been in WWE for what, a year, if not almost a year depending on when you hear this. She's been on the main roster and working actively for months. Just stop asking her. Hey, let me know down in the commentary below, what do you think about Jade Cargill in this with, I believe, of WWE's booking? Hit that like button, subscribe button, hit that notification, please click the bell to ensure that you receive notifications whenever we add new wrestling content to the channel. We appreciate your support and hope to see you in the next video. WWE wrestler Rhea Ripley has talked about and disclosed the name of her trademark pin. Even as a heel in Judgment Day, Ripley, one of the most dominant ladies on the current WWE roster, became a fan favorite. Her pin style, in which she pins her opponent by placing their legs directly over them as opposed to the typical method of putting one's shoulders around the opponent, is one of her techniques that has gained her a lot of supporters. The pin has generated a lot of buzz online. Panelist Peter Rosenberg questioned Ripley on the post-Bash in Berlin event about her much-discussed pin style and whether or not it has a name. The WWE star, who found the query funny, responded with a clever explanation of the moniker. "I like to call the pretzel pin because it is every fitting," Ripley added. Damian Priest, Ripley's tag team partner from Bash in Berlin, also has a moniker for the pin, which he disclosed on the program. "I call it the Take It Easy pin," Priest said in jest. At last weekend's Bash in Berlin event in Germany, Priest and Ripley, who have taken on the moniker the Horror Twins, exacted their revenge on Dominic Mysterio, their previous Judgment Day partner, and WWE Women's World Champion Liv Morgan. To win, Ripley gave Morgan a riptide and then executed her trademark pin technique. The victory could lead to another rematch between Morgan and Ripley, who was earlier disqualified from the SummerSlam Championship match after Dominic Mysterio deceived her and assisted Morgan in winning and retaining the world title.